Hey Sneaky Nation, welcome to the very exciting and long overdue 10,000 subscriber special video. I mean, right now we're actually over 11,000, but the point still remains the same. So in this video you can expect to hear some very exciting announcements about the future of the channel, as well as some Warframe Platinum giveaways, so stick around to find out some more. Now before we get into the good stuff that I'm sure you're waiting for, you're anticipating, there are just a few things I want to say. Number one, I need to say a big thank you to each and every one of you. I mean, without you, we would not be here right now. You may not realize this, but you've all played a role, even if it seems like a small one, helping us get to this point. So I wouldn't be here right now, and I do have to thank you very much for that. And that's why I continue to make videos. I try to cater to what you're requesting. That's why I've seen so many Warframe videos on the channel. And I've tried to incorporate the variety that people keep requesting to try to make the channel better. And I'm sure you've noticed lately that that has been improving greatly. And I hope you're excited about the future of the channel too. I'd also like to tell all of you exactly why I started my channel in the first place and what my plans are in the future for it. So a lot of you don't know this about me, but ever since I was young, like really young, I've always wanted to get into the entertainment business, specifically filmmaking. I've always loved writing movies, like writing stories. I love writing it back then, I love writing it now. And I have a lot of ideas for movies that I think would be huge. Like if you enjoy my gaming content now, the stuff you have to look forward to in the future, if I can actually make them, is going to be big, like huge. So much better than my stuff now. Even though I enjoy my stuff now, and I know you do too. It just, there's so much more that I can do with a movie than I can with a gaming video. And I thought that gaming videos would actually be a good way to kind of get my foot in the door, so to speak. Like, get your name out there. I saw a lot of other people on YouTube making videos like Let's Plays and stuff. And I thought, why can't I do that? I mean, I always play video games. I've always been big into gaming ever since I was younger. And I gave it a shot. And for the longest time, nothing really happened, nothing at all. In fact, it really wasn't until now, at this point, passing 10,000, that I thought this could actually become a reality. And let's see, so when I started the channel, this was a few years ago, there was absolutely nothing happening. There were some small victories here and there, like for example, when the Wii U launched, there was a launch title called Zombie U that came with it, and I didn't know what to expect. Like, I got to the store before it opened up, people waiting outside, I got inside, bought the Wii U the day it came out, got home, recorded, uploaded it, waited, had no idea what to expect, and all of a sudden, people were finally starting to come to the channel. I mean, I uploaded a lot of gaming videos before that, and nobody really took notice. I mean, they couldn't find me because there's so many gaming channels out there, and people were finally starting to come in, they were finally enjoying my content, and, well, they were finally able to find me so they could actually enjoy it. I don't know if they would have enjoyed the content before that, probably not because it was pretty bad. Just feel pretty fortunate that you didn't have to experience that stuff. But anyways, yeah, it turned out to be a big series for me at the time. I mean, for a small channel, that actually got me up to my first 200 subscribers, so that was huge. Like, you go the longest time without seeing anything happen, you don't even know why you're even bothering to continue making videos. And then all of a sudden you start getting some small victories here and there, and you finally start to build your spirit. You get some more motivation to continue going, pushing forward, and eventually get the motivation to eventually turn into something more special. And that's what I've always wanted to do with this channel. And then again, for almost the next year, nothing on the channel. I mean, the Zombie U series did pretty well for me at the time, but other than that, really nothing else was catching on. Nobody's really watching my other videos. That's because I didn't really have a good plan. I didn't know what to do. I was just kind of winging it, and it was pretty terrible at the time, but I actually thought people weren't really going to enjoy my content. I was considering quitting for a period of time. I didn't think it was going to be worth continuing anymore. And then I knew the PlayStation 4 was coming out at the end of the year, so I figured that would be my last chance. I'd give it one last go to see if I could finally make something happen with it. And lo and behold, everything from that point going forward was all uphill. I mean, I didn't even anticipate actually recording the PlayStation 4 version of Warframe. I didn't even know about the game, I knew nothing about it. I just went on the store when I got home. I actually waited outside for the PlayStation 4 for 12 hours. It's pretty crazy, especially because it was freezing cold outside. But finally got home, checked the PlayStation Store, saw that it was free to play, downloaded it, no idea what to expect, went on the game, just recorded the intro video and uploaded it. I mean, I was actually focusing mainly on recording Killzone Shadowfall on NAC at the time. And then I just kind of uploaded that as an afterthought, and I had no idea what to expect, and then all of a sudden, it started getting views, and it started climbing and climbing and climbing, and people are actually subscribing, and that's when the channel actually started taking off. And I know that's how most of you have been able to find this channel. I mean, if it wasn't for that first video becoming so popular, the series wouldn't have continued to the point. Even if you joined because of other Warframe videos later, those may never have been made in the first place. So yes, I have a lot to thank Warframe for. I mean, it's not the only game that's helped me gain a following. Like, there are other games that certainly had their high points, like Interstellar Marines, DC Universe Online, War Thunder had a small part in that too, and various other games, Let's Plays, And even to this day, other games are still pulling people in, like the How to Survive third-person standalone playthrough pulled in quite a few people. Slender the Arrival pulled in a lot of people, and it's just going to keep continuing from this point going forward. But that brings me to my next point. Because Warframe is the biggest one, that's the one we're focusing mainly on in this video, but there are also going to be some big announcements for other games coming up very shortly. So a lot of you may realize, if you've been following the series since the beginning, that my intention from the onset was to actually play through the entire, like, the solar system, the navigation menu. And I didn't know at the time how many missions there were. There's like over 200 or something crazy like that. And there were various times where I got distracted by random things, like for example when I started doing the weapon intros, the Warframe intros, and then covering all the updates and stuff like that, and that's really caused the series to get extended and really kind of pushed the Let's Play to the side. And that's why we're only like halfway through it. We're currently on Phobos. I mean, we still have a long way to go. And in order to finally finish this off, my main priority is to finish off the Let's Play part of it before we can start doing the really good videos I planned for the future. So in order to do this, we're going to kick the series into overdrive. So how are we going to do this? Well, that actually brings me to another announcement I have. You may not know this, but the YouTube gods have bestowed upon me YouTube Gaming. So what is YouTube Gaming? It's actually YouTube's new answer to Twitch's live stream. They're trying to directly compete with them, so they've completely revamped their live stream system, which in the past, as you may or may not know, has been completely horrible. But now with the revamp, it's actually very similar to the way Twitch works. I mean, it's in beta, so it's still kind of buggy and glitchy. They have a lot to work on, and they're going to get a whole new kind of site built within YouTube for it, and there's also going to be a new mobile app for it. It's going to be really cool. And if you've been around, you actually may have noticed that I actually did a few live streams already to test the service out. We did a Warframe stream that was exclusive to YouTube, and more recently we did one on Doorways Holy Mountains of Flesh, which is a horror game. I also did a face cam on it, and that's actually going to be the start of face cams returning to videos on the channel again. I'm sure some of you are excited about that because I've been asked about that a lot, and I'm going to keep a good balance between non-face cam and face cam videos just to keep more people happy. I know not everybody necessarily enjoys them, and they really only work on certain types of games, like horror games, primarily going to be the focus. Like some comedy-based games too will also be returned with them, but for the most part, it's going to be horror games. And the really good thing about it is that YouTube actually auto-saves the stream as a video afterwards, so in case you miss it, it's saved as a video, so it's on there forever, so you can always come back and watch it later if you want to check it out. And it's really cool, I love it, and I hope they really improve it greatly in the future. I'd ideally like to try to get Twitch and YouTube live stream to work at the same time. I know there's a way to do it, I just don't know exactly how it works yet. But if I can set that up, I can actually stream on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, and then have the stream saved onto YouTube as video later, and that would be so perfect. That'd be so perfect. Now that sounds great and all, but how exactly does that relate to the Warframe series? Well, simply put, we're going to start to implement those live streams directly into the series. Now what do I mean by this? We're going to take one planet, we're going to play through it in its entirety within one stream, and then that's going to become an official video in the series, so we'll be able to finish it off a lot faster. In fact, we could probably finish off within a week. I mean, that would be if I was streaming every day in a week, but that's not going to happen because of time constraints. But we'll be able to finish the series off a lot faster. So in the next stream, I'm going to go to Phobos, and we're going to play through the rest of the missions that I have not completed yet, which is like roughly half the planet. And this is also going to be great too, in case you still want to get into a video. I know a lot of people keep messaging me constantly, and there gets to be problems with that because, number one, a lot of times I'm not actually there. Other times I'm recording something else that doesn't require other people in it because I want to focus on one particular topic. And also, a lot of you aren't on at the same time as me either, so hopefully with the live stream I'll be on for a longer period of time. We can try to get as many people in as possible. I can even rotate people in per mission, like we'll do a few missions with certain people, then we'll switch out for other people who are in the live stream. So if you're there watching, you'll be able to get in, and you'll officially become part of the series. And I'm really excited about that because after we finish the Let's Play part, we can finally start to get into the really good stuff and finally take this series to the next level. Now, I'd ideally like to set up a schedule so you'd always know exactly when I'm streaming, so you know consistently that you can come here this day and this time to see a stream. But I don't know if that's going to be realistic for a long time or even ever, so the best way to actually know when I'm going to start streaming is to make sure, number one, you're setting up notifications for yourself on both Twitch and YouTube. There are ways to do both of those. And also, follow me on Twitter because I always post on there anytime I go live. I'm also going to start posting when I start uploading videos on there too on YouTube. So that's going to be a great way to actually stay in contact with me and keep updated on all my content for the future. The link for all my social media accounts is of course always in the description of every video I upload, so make sure you check that out in case you haven't already. Now our next topic is a little game called Dark Sector. Now a lot of you have probably heard of this, and you may have heard that it's also related to Warframe in some way. Now, what happened was DE, the developers of Warframe, actually worked on this game prior to Warframe, and they couldn't carry over all the ideas because of like copyright issues or something like that, like contract issues. But they did carry over quite a few of their ideas from it into Warframe, and as far as we're aware at this current time, they're not directly related. They may be in the future, maybe? I don't know for sure, but we'll see. But this was the game that started it all, and I actually recently purchased it. So if any of you would like to see a playthrough of that, I can definitely make it happen. So let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see that. As many of you have probably realized recently, the variety of videos has gone up drastically, as well as the number of different games I've been uploading. And let me tell you, Sneaky Nation, this is only the beginning. It's going to get so much better from this point going forward. We're going to have so many different playthroughs coming and going, and it's going to be so much more variety. It's going to be a much better channel. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you probably think this is a one game only channel. I'm sure a lot of you think this is a Warframe only channel. And that's because, kind of my fault for uploading only Warframe for various periods of time. And it's also a ridiculously long series at this point. And really, it's only because it's such a long game that it's as long as it is right now. It's going to eventually have an end date, just like all of the series, I'm sure, at some point. It's probably not going to be for a long time in the future. Even after we finish the Let's Play, we're still going to make videos on it. So don't get all worried if you're only here for Warframe. But hopefully you're here for more than just that, because the variety of content is going to go up so much more. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to have a very healthy balance of both indie games and AAA titles. Oh, I guess I should probably start announcing some game titles, huh? Sorry to leave you in suspense like that, everybody. You're probably wondering where I went. Went to the bathroom really quick. Just kidding. That was too fast. Who could actually do it in that time? I don't know. Anyways, releasing officially tonight at midnight, you may be aware of a game called Until Dawn. It's a PlayStation 4 exclusive. It's a horror game, and it looks very much like Heavy Rain from the PlayStation 3. I was personally a huge fan of that game, so I'm really excited about this one. This one looks awesome. I can't wait to start playing it. I will be starting to play it officially at midnight, and it's probably going to take a few hours after that before I start to get the videos up, because I need to render them and edit them and stuff like that. But within a few hours, you can expect, you'll probably be sleeping at that time anyway, so when you wake up, or when you get home from school the next day, whenever, you can officially expect to start to see the videos appearing on the channel, and I'm going to try to get the playthrough up as fast as possible. I'm going to be playing through that game straight, hopefully, and it's going to be really exciting. I cannot wait to do that. I hope you're excited about it too. Now, we're going to drop some other names too. The one that I keep getting requested the most by far, like, it's crazy how many times I've been asked about this. Fallout 4. Yes, there will be some kind of Fallout 4 content coming up. I'm not sure if it's going to be a YouTube series. What I'm thinking is it's going to be a streaming series, and then I'm just going to, like, auto-upload it to YouTube. So I'll be trying to stream it on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time. While it's actually active, I'd like people to be watching it on Twitch, at least until YouTube gaming gets sorted out. Maybe it'll be sorted out because it's not coming out till, like, November, I believe. And we'll be able to do that. It'll turn into official series on the channel, so if you can't catch the streams when they're uploaded or when they're live, you can check out the video afterwards when it's uploaded. So that's going to be really awesome. So there's definitely going to be some kind of Fallout 4 content. Yes, everybody, yes. Other games I keep getting asked about, oh man. Starting with Rainbow Six Siege, yes, you can expect to see content on that, definitely. You can also expect The Division. I've been asked so many times about this game. It's not coming out till next year, but yes, I cannot wait for that. I've been excited ever since I saw the reveal trailer for it. Now, for those of you who happen to be Xbox One owners who have been hoping for some content from that platform on this channel, I have some good news for you. Oh, sorry, I left you in suspense again. I plan on getting one right before Halo 5 comes out this fall. We'll be able to start covering some games from that system finally. I mean, it's primarily going to be exclusives, like I'll be making Halo 5 videos, eventually the new Gears of War when it comes out, and various other titles that I don't even know about yet, so that's going to be really exciting. And there are various other games coming out too, like I'll drop some more names. Black Ops 3, yes, there will be some kind of content for that. Primarily zombies, I'm thinking, because that's really the only mode I'm excited about. I'm not really a big fan of the multiplayer on that game, honestly with you. I might even do a single player campaign if you'd like to see that. Let me know in the comments below. That'd be nice. Maybe, possibly, we'll see. I don't know. Gotta stop making this awkward. And yes, also the new Star Wars Battlefront revamping that series. You can definitely expect to see that for sure. I can't wait for that. And those are just a few titles. There are going to be plenty more coming up, like even ones coming out even sooner that I haven't even mentioned yet, specifically to make them a bigger surprise. And there are going to be various indie titles that I don't even know about yet, games that you probably haven't even heard of, quite frankly. And there's going to be so much more, so much more. So that's what you can expect in the future. More, better quality, all kinds of great stuff. I hope you're excited about it as we push forward, because I sure am. So please let me know in the comments below what games you're excited about seeing in the future on the channel. Also drop some more names in case I forgot anything that you'd like to see, and who knows, maybe you'll see it in the future. Okay, now on to the bigger part of the video that I'm sure a lot of you have been waiting for, the Warframe Platinum giveaway. Okay, so the developer actually provided me with a few different codes, a few's actually kind of downplaying it, that I'm going to use for giveaway purposes right now. I've been saving them up, I thought this was the best opportunity to use for them. And let's just go over exactly which ones we have. So we have 2 PlayStation 4 North America 75 Platinum codes, we have 2 PlayStation 4 European 75 Platinum codes, we have 2 PC 75 Platinum codes, and 1 Xbox One for 175 Platinum. So yes, that is a grand total of 7 codes we are giving away in this video. So how exactly are we going to handle this? Well, it's going to be very simple. All you have to do is let me know down in the comments below when you join Sneaky Nation. Also, let me know how many subscribers there were at the time. That's simple. And yes, that does of course mean you need to be a subscriber, so make sure you subscribe before you enter, please. Now, you may have recognized a lot of the clips that you've seen during this video so far. You may recognize them as some of my old videos that you've probably seen. They're still on my channel. There are some other ones, however, that probably have caught you by surprise that you've never seen before. Well, those are really old videos, some of my first ones I've ever uploaded, and I have some good news. This is another announcement. I'm going to be bringing some of them back. They're going to be kind of like a throwback video type of deal, just to give you an idea of exactly how much we progressed over the years to get to this point. So I hope you're on the lookout for those. There's some like Black Ops 2 Funny Moments videos, some Black Ops Zombies with Sneaky P, and also Grand Theft Auto 5 Funny Moments. Lots of good stuff coming. And that's officially going to be a wrap for this video. Thank you so much everybody for watching as always. I do appreciate it. I really appreciate all the support. It's because of all of you that we've gotten to this point, and we're going to keep pushing forward in the future. Before we get going though, I just want to leave you with one last point. I do intend to make this a full-time job at some point. We're getting closer, getting closer. I'm going to have some more time in the future to work on this channel than I do currently. We're getting like baby steps towards it, but it's coming. So just keep supporting me and we can finally make this happen, everybody. Sneaky Nation.